My name is Melanie and I was able to lose 45 pounds on Dr. McDougall's starch solution diet. Today I want to show you a very nice recipe for an eggless egg salad, or also an eggless egg sandwich if you put it in a sandwich. People who know me already and watch some of my videos, they know that I always cook either something for the slow diet track or the fast diet track. That just means you can have food that is more higher in calories, and then there's food that is less high in calories, and I will let you know on my recipes which one it is. Today it's both. So I will cook slow track, meaning I will cook something or the egg salad in a way that it's higher in calories, but I will also tell you how to prepare it in order to reduce calories for even more weight loss. None of them are for weight gain. They are all helping you to lose weight, but one is faster and one is slower. And again, if you know me already, I am for the slow track just because I like to enjoy my life and I like to have great meals, and I'm just used to eating like that. But I will help you to understand how you can cook or prepare stuff also to get faster results on your weight loss. So let's take a look at the recipe, and I hope you enjoy. We're starting this recipe with a can of chickpeas. I usually like to buy organic ones, and I use the 15.5 ounce size. So that's the regular small can size. And you wash the chickpeas. If you like the liquid, which is called aquafaba and is great for baking because you can whisk it like egg white, then put the aquafaba aside and wash the chickpeas as I mentioned and mash them. I usually do this with a fork in a flat bowl because those little suckers like to jump around. Next, I'm cutting half a red onion, and I like to slice it very fine because not everyone likes big chunks in their salad. So overall in this recipe, I rather cut everything into smaller pieces. And this is how it should look like. That's a pretty good size. And then I'm adding the onion into the mashed chickpeas. I like to mix all dry ingredients right away so that it's easier to mix everything when you add the mayonnaise later on. The next ingredient is celery. I have to be careful with my accent not to say celery. And again, I like to cut it more on the finer side so that it's pleasant to chew. And usually cutting off the ends. And for this salad, I like to use 2 or 3 sticks, depending on how much you like celery. These are medium size, so I chose 2. If it would be a little smaller, I probably would use 3. And again, this is how it should look like. Mixing the celery right together with the red onion and the chickpeas. And that brings me to our last dry ingredient, which is parsley. And here in the US, I prefer the flat Italian parsley. As you can see here, there's a curly one. Unfortunately, that one is tasteless, at least here in South Florida. And the flat Italian has the better flavor. I usually use a fist or more. I really love parsley. It really depends on your taste if you want to use as much or a little less. And I like to cut it very fine as all the other ingredients is. And now adding the parsley to the bowl, we can start mixing it, and you can see how beautiful and colorful this salad will be. Now we can move the bowl aside and start with the mayonnaise. And here you will have to decide if you want to do the slow track or fast track recipe. I will start with the slow track by adding cashews to my blender bowl. For 1 can of chickpeas, I usually use about a fist of cashews. And then I add vinegar. I prefer white balsamico vinegar, but you could use rice vinegar or apple cider vinegar. Any sweet white vinegar will do. Add about 2 to 3 tablespoons for this recipe. Next, you need Dijon mustard. You always need mustard for any type of mayonnaise, and I use usually 1 tablespoon. Then you need another must-have, nutritional yeast. I usually use 1 tablespoon, and a little bit of salt. We will add later Himalayan salt, so don't use too much. Now just 1/4 cup of water and we are ready to mix. With the Vitamix, I usually do 20 to 25 seconds for this type of recipe. This is a beautiful, rich mayonnaise, and now we are adding some yogurt to make it light and fluffy. I use Kite Hill, that's my preferred yogurt. It's lower in fat and it has not a very strong taste. And last but not least, I'm adding pepper, about half a teaspoon. I prefer the multicolor pepper. And then I also add some dry parsley. There I use approximately a tablespoon or a little more. And at the end, I'm adding Himalayan salt to give the salads the unique eggy taste. And there I use usually a teaspoon. Be careful because it is salty. I rather use a little less and add some additional salt later when I put it on the bread, because the taste or flavor does tend to fade a little bit over time. Now you can give the mayonnaise a nice stir and you can see how rich and creamy it turned out. And whenever you're done, you just add it to your salad and mix the whole salad thoroughly. If you would want to make this recipe as a fast track recipe, you just simply switch the cashews with either small white beans or cauliflower. And I would use 1/4 of a can of white beans or 2 or 3 small roses of cauliflower cooked to replace the cashews. And you will have the same results. It's gonna taste wonderful. You can use this eggy goodness as a salad or on a sandwich or as a dip, like for tortilla chips, for example. There are so many ways to enjoy it, and maybe you send me some comments where you used it. So if you like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I hope I see you next time. Bye, guys.